I'm standing up here on 160th. This way I used to come back in like 1978, 79. You know what I mean? All this up in the ruined Harlem. I mean, you know, I did my thing. See the building here? You know what I mean? All these buildings used to be filled up with nothing but crack dealers. You understand what I'm saying? And this before crack. This was straight coke dealers. Let's get it right. You know what I mean? So then we get the coke, then we had to go over to 158th Street and go cook it up in old Nanny apartment. Nanny, the old female that we know from back in the day. Yo, I got me and my man Mo Grime. I got Gigi. She holding the camera. Cameraman ain't here right now. This is back in 1978, 1979. All this up in the ruined Harlem. You know what I mean? All these blocks right here. Every building right here had a different spot. Each building had about 5 different spots, was hustling it. Niggas was getting money all up and down this block, and I wasn't having it. There was no way in hell they was eating, and I wasn't getting a part of that money. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, all this right here, 6-story buildings, about 8 buildings. When you come up the block, you got people hitting you from all angles. So now when the people come up the block and the people pull up with all out of town plates and shit like that, they pull right up on the block. And, you know, the runners run out to the cars. They tell them, yo, I got it, Poppy, I got it, Poppy. You know what it is. I got the best work. Now they tell them all that, and they trying to take them up to the next apartment in whatever building. When they take them up in that apartment, what they get up there is, you got the real dope boy that run the building. You understand what I'm saying? So now they get like 1/10 of every 100, you know, for every gram that's sold. So if a nigga buy a gram, they get 1 line. A nigga buy 10 grams, they get a whole gram. You know what I mean? And those are the runners. The runners, those are the ones that smoking. The smokers is out here on the block, and they run the customers up to the money makers. So you know how this shit went back in the day. I'm giving you exclusive how we did it back in the 70s, man. You know what I mean? So you niggas don't know. Every goddamn building out here had drugs in it and had 100 goddamn workers. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, but right now, son, we ain't even really tripping on that. I just want them to get the feel and the visual that when the cars come up the block, niggas come all out the building and run up on the car. They acting like they know the niggas. Yo, Poppy, what's up? You know it's me. You know you came check me last time. Nigga never saw you a day in his motherfucking life. But that's his spiel. Yo, you know me, Poppy. I got you. I got you. So now when he doing all that, you know, then you like the nigga spill. You go in the building when you go upstairs. They got the triple beam scale up there. They got the little couch and the Trinitron TV. Let's not forget the Trinitron and the Betamax. Y'all don't even know what the fuck a Betamax is. You know what I mean? Betamax is before motherfucking VCR. Nigga, tell them what time it is. You know what I mean? So I know you know what no goddamn Betamax is.
We went back to the Betamax.
You know what I mean?
Before niggas was born.
And you know, at that time, I used to rob houses out in Jersey. You know what I mean? And bring it over here and sell it to these motherfuckers.
Cat burglar.
You know what I mean? But now I used to do house invasions. Nigga, I didn't cat and sneak on shit. You know what I mean? I did house invasions, nigga. If a nigga had it, I'm going up in there. I don't care if he watching the TV. I'm taking the TV right from under his ass, tie him up or what the fuck I need to do. But that TV go with me to the coke block. You know what I mean? Because that's how we do. The shit got so vicious out here on the coke block that they had a lady named Nanny that had a crack house over on 58th Street. She had babies a mile a minute. The coke man, he couldn't have no goddamn babies. I got it all in the book. But I'm gonna let y'all read in the book so you see what Nanny did with the goddamn baby. But I ain't gonna tell you. After you read that, you come back to a ruined Harlem at Instagram and you let us know how you feel about how Nanny handled that situation with the baby and the dope man. You know what I mean? But like I said, we all out here on the block and we doing what we do. You know what I mean? Now we got some people calling. Let's see if they're gonna be disrespectful, walk all but in between or what. Cause niggas still ain't got no respect, even in 2020. You know what I mean? They see us out here filming, and they still gonna walk between us. And I'm talking loud enough, so they understand. Can you walk around, please? You see what we doing? Thank you, family. I appreciate you, man. You know what I mean? But this is what happened up here on these blocks. Cause niggas get money. You know what I mean? Niggas get money, niggas get high, niggas look for what they need, and it's all about getting the paper. I ran up in a joint, nigga get money. I'm like, yo, this nigga a bitch. How this nigga get money? I went up to go check this nigga. He talking real jazzy out his mouth. I know he a motherfucking hoe. So there's no way in hell I'm letting them nigga get away with that.
Can't get away.
Can't get away with that.
Can't get away.
So I run up in the joint. You know what I mean? I catch the nigga up there, I grab the little money, throw it in there, it's all in the wrong Harlem, we gonna get to that. And it's all in my court paper, so no nigga ain't faking.
Gotta read the book.
You know what I mean? I done lined my whole joint up with the joint, you know what I mean? Took all the goddamn money. The nigga telling me ain't no drugs in there. I know it's drugs in the motherfucker. I'm not leaving without the motherfucking drugs.
We get everything.
You know, yeah, tell him again. What we get?
We get everything.
You know what I mean?
Take the what, leave the what? No, we get everything.
Everything coming, nigga.
Blood clot thing we take. Where I chop ball.
You know what I'm saying? So we grab up the money, we take the money upon the roof because no one wants, you know, give up the money. Right. I mean, so if he don't want to give it up, now I got to make him give it up. So I go up on the goddamn roof. You gonna read all the wrong Harlem. I'm just gonna give you a little sneak peek. Nigga done came up there busting, boom, 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 boom. Right. You already know what happened. I ain't gonna tell you all the details that happened on the roof. But the shit done went crazy. And the nigga done had to jump off this big ass roof, man. You know what I mean? I jumped off that goddamn roof in the goddamn dumb waiter, man. I mean, 6 goddamn stories, man. 6 goddamn stories. I jumped off with 6 bullets in me. You know why? Because I'm a motherfucking survivor and I refuse to die. I refuse to let a nigga catch me out there. You know what I mean? So I done made it out there. You're gonna see the rest of it in the book. But this right here is where the infamous shootout happened, where I got shot up 4 motherfucking times, man. Now every time I get locked up, the first thing the police say is, yo, okay, I know you're Unique. All right, Unique, let me see them 4 bullet holes, nigga, because that's your trademark now. You understand what I'm saying? So now I got to show them I got bullet here, bullet here, bullet there, bullet there, bullet all in my ass. You know what time it is. But I mean, it's all a part of the hustle, man. But I made it. I made it.
It's still here.
You know what I mean? And that's all that matters. I made it.
Decades ago.
You know what I'm saying?
Still
and I'm still here.
He's
and I'm standing right back in front of the same goddamn block that nigga put 4 hot ones in my motherfucking ass.
And where we at now?
You don't know where
we at now?
Come on, son.
In front of this nigga building.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what the fuck we do.
Now, I'm letting you know, when them bullets went in me, you know what I mean? The shit didn't even hurt. The shit was more shocking. You know what I mean? This shit had a nigga
I was shocked that a nigga did that. That it hurt.
You know what I mean? Now, how niggas shoot a nigga like me when I'm a gangster? How a sucker gonna shoot a gangster?
Right.
I'm pissed the fuck off while I'm laying. I said, oh, I gotta survive so I can come back and get back on this bitch ass nigga.
And you know where
There's no way in hell I'm gonna let this nigga shoot me and get away with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know what time it is.
You know what I mean? So now I jump off the building. You know what I mean? You're gonna see what happened after that in the ruined Harlem. I did what I had to do and I made it where I had to go.
Right.
I mean, come on, son. I mean, yo, I got my man Mo Grind with me. He wasn't even born yet at the time. But that's my man. You understand? He know what time it is. Like I said, I ain't glorifying this shit. I'm just telling you like it is so you can read the book so you know what's in the book. But from this is what turned me into the man that I am today that's trying to stop you from running around doing what you're doing today that's going to wind up putting you in prison tomorrow because of what I did yesterday. You understand what I'm saying? So I hope you're keeping up. So my past is what led me to prison, which is going to take you from your present to prison if you keep selling drugs, doing what you're doing, gangbanging and so on. You understand? If you want to do it, you keep doing it. You understand what I'm saying? But just know that when these motherfuckers come grab you, shut the fuck up.
That's right.
It ain't that hard.
And don't be a knucklehead if you don't shut the fuck up.
And that's it.
You gotta shut the fuck up.
If you ain't gonna shut the fuck up, get the fuck out the game, man. Get
the game ain't for you.
You know, don't get a game of blackout, man. I tried to what they call that, resuscitate the game. You understand? By laying down for 26 motherfucking years to show a nigga when you get caught, shut the fuck up.
And they still don't learn.
I mean,
look at it. Come on, man. My nigga did 26 years.
I mean, where we
shutting the fuck up.
And that's it.
And first 48 hours is out here.
You know what I mean?
Niggas is still talking.
What
kind of game is that?
Yo, I mean, goddamn,
come on,
son.
Man.
Just shut the fuck up, man.
It ain't hard.
It ain't hard at all, man.
Shut the fuck up.
You know what I mean? So I'm gonna show y'all the shut the fuck up shirts tomorrow. Make sure you get the shut the fuck up shirts from the Mecca Audio Urban Gear. You know what I mean? And we gonna have the Now I Mean shirts.
Oh yeah, we got the clothing line. Now I mean, shut the fuck up.
You know what I mean?
And AOI.
Alright.
You know what I'm talking about?
It ain't really that hard to really figure out how this thing goes, man. But like I said, I ran all up and down these blocks back in the motherfucking 70s and 80s, man.
Look.
Before a lot of y'all was even born, even knew what time it is. When y'all were teenagers like me. You know what I mean? When y'all were juveniles like me, this is what I was doing. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, I was doing me, you know what I mean? I was getting high, I did all that. You understand what I'm saying?
We done shit and pissed on this block and still here.
You know, and that's why I said there's no way in hell I can't come in Washington Heights and allow anybody to tell me I can't hustle on these streets. My blood is on these streets. 40 years later, my blood is still on these motherfucking streets. It's never going nowhere. So I'm never going nowhere. You know what I mean? But I ain't hustling no more. But right now I'm hustling my podcast, my YouTube, teaching y'all what time it is so y'all know, man, stay the fuck away from drugs and stay the fuck away from hustling and gangbanging. I mean, you know, not saying nothing bad about nobody. If you're willing to go that route, do you. You know what I mean? But just know when they come and grab you, shut the fuck up. Because, you know, your homies gonna be waiting for you. The other ones that was man up and shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up.
So you don't want to be no bitch ass nigga, not shut the fuck up, go in there with your homies, get them to beat you down. All that gonna be on my podcast. You know what I mean? What's gonna be coming up next week, Unique Mecca Audio, ENT, or, you know, Unique Mecca. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna call it. But just know that when you motherfucking get there, you gonna get the real. As far as what happened in jail, when those sucker niggas that want to be gangbangers, want to be drug dealers, want to do all this, and then when they get caught, they don't know to shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? If you gonna cry like a bitch, nigga, get the fuck out the lane. Because when you come into prison, you got real men that's gonna be there waiting for you. Because you got real gangbangers that's living and dying for this shit. You got people that's willing to die for this. Like I was willing to die for this on the drug dealer aspect. You got niggas willing to die for this on the gangbanging aspect. So I'm not telling nobody what to do, how to do it. I'm just telling you, if you're gonna do it, make sure you know to play by the motherfucking rules. That's the only thing my father taught me that I respect. He said, boy, if you're going to go out there in the goddamn street, make sure you got all the goddamn proper tools you need. Get your gun, get your bullets, and get your vest. You know what I mean? And get your heart and know to shut the fuck up.
We got all that.
Like I told my man, flip the script the way we do it in the joint. You understand what I'm saying? I've been in Herb Gates since I was 8 years old. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, when I say I've been in Herb Gates, I mean, you know, my family been dealing with it. My family friends been dealing with it. You understand what I'm saying? So they've been taking me in and out of this since I was 7, 8 years old. So I done learned how to hustle in the Herb Gates. You understand what I'm saying? So I mean, by the time I got 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, shit like that, I eventually spent more time in the Herb Gates. You understand what I'm saying? But I started from I was like 8 years old, first time I went in there, and everybody know, you know what I mean? If you Jamaican, you already know your family take you through there because that's the place of business. That's the same thing like your family take you to the hardware store because your father owned a hardware store, or take you to the sneaker store. They take you to the Herb Gates at 7 years old and 8 years old. So you motherfuckers that don't understand when I said that motherfucker took me out, I've been in the Herb Gates, I'm 7, 8 years old, it's gonna look for something to criticize. Nigga, just know that, nigga, when my motherfucking brothers and cousins and, you know, family members, when they go to work to go re-up, the bag up, pick the money up or whatever, they took me. You know what I mean? And they took their family, they took us. I mean, 7, 8, we walk up in the spot, you already know what time it is, everything good. We go up in it, but we seeing what's happening, and we watch them bag up, and they show us how to bag up. And we do what we do. And that's what created me. I'm not mad at nobody. You understand what I'm saying? I'm just letting you know what it is. I know niggas don't look for shit to nitpick at and play these little whole ass games. So I'm letting you know what it is, nigga. You know what I mean? The same way my little motherfucker son, Wayne and Wayne. You know what I mean? The two Waynes, I had them on 8th Avenue with me at Mecca Audio. You understand what I'm saying? They don't see me up there doing what I do. Because I didn't know no better at the time. Now I know better. You know what I mean? But at the time, yeah, I had them up there in the motherfucking coke block with me on the coke house, did everything
I used to watch
do.
them in the back of the van. They used to jump around the van.
You know what I'm saying?
What's wrong with them?
I ain't know what I was doing was wrong.
They did not.
Just like my people ain't know what they were doing was wrong.
I was babysitting
when they brought me in there 7 and 8.
I was babysitting them.
You know what I mean?
He had me in the truck babysitting them, man.
You know, so
and
just
they jumping around playing PlayStation.
I mean,
that's when we first had a PlayStation, Nintendo, all that in the back of the MVP Mazdas.
And you know what's crazy?
PlayStation and all that shit.
You know what's crazy?
Before a nigga even had PlayStation, we had it in the back of the MVP Mazdas, PlayStation, and Wayne and them jumping around playing PlayStation in the back of the motherfucking joint.
You know what I mean?
And they in the club while I'm watching them.
You know what I mean? You already know that. Come 2000, I took them wherever I went because that was my place of business, and I didn't see nothing wrong with it at the time. You know what I mean? I knew in my heart it was right. You know what I mean? But here it is 30 years later. I know it was wrong now.
And Wayne appreciate that.
You know what I mean?
Got a good form.
You know what I mean? And now he a respiratory specialist in the hospital. He doing his thing. You understand? My other daughter, she worked, you know what I mean, for Target. You know what I mean? I got my other daughter went to school for social science and computer science. Shit that I can't even pronounce, so don't ask me to pronounce it. I just know they deal with computers and science. And all that shit is a foreign motherfucking language to me. So you know, that's what it is, man. So I'm just letting y'all know, man, I'm here. You know what I mean? I'm going to turn this whole internet shit up. My man flipped the script, good looking, G Money. You know what time it is. I gave y'all this one on the script. But I'm letting you know, you other motherfuckers that want me, my shit costs money, nigga. Because you see, nigga, I'm that nigga. You know what I mean? I ain't afraid to say, nigga, I'm that nigga.
And we combing niggas' blocks out because it's nappy.
You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? And we did.
So if a nigga want to know who I am or what it is or where I come from or whatever, you know, we do what we do. You know what I mean? I mean, we get money. You know what I mean? We up in Washington Heights, the homie going home, we all in the way, do what we do. You ain't got to turn the camera, the homie know what time it is, we get money. You know what I mean? This is how we get money. You know what I'm saying? We do what we do. I was up here back in 1978. He probably wasn't even born. How old is you, huh? You see what I'm saying? You 29. I was up here in 1978. I got shot up here back in the early 80s. Where was you at in the early 80s? You wasn't even born yet. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm just letting him know what it is. Tell him what it is up here now at the block. Talk to him. You know, well, what is it like on this block right now? Because back when I was here, this is the cold capital of America. I've been in jail 26 years since 1993.
It's not like that no more.
Huh?
It's not like that no more.
I jumped off this same goddamn very building that we standing at. That's why I came here, because I got shot up 4 times robbing motherfuckers in this building and jumped off this building and survived. You understand what I'm saying? I jumped off this motherfucking 6-story building with 4 bullets in me and motherfucking survived. So I come back to let my people know I'm back on the block. They locked me up for 26 years. I ain't tell on nobody. You know what I mean? I just held strong and did what I had to do. You understand what I'm saying? You have a good night. Tell the man good night, baby. What you doing? All right?
Good night, man.
You want to give a shout out to somebody?
Yeah. I'm good, man. Shout out to 60, bro.
Don't worry about it. I'm not afraid of gangsters.
You know, that's how we do.
See us, man.
You know what I mean?
You know
ain't nothing changed. Like I said, I spilled my motherfucking
Always
blood up
gonna be
here,
us,
so nigga
man.
can't tell me I can't come up here.
Motherfucking
You understand what I'm saying? I mean, I know a lot of y'all are Christians and all that, but on the whole term, I'm gonna tell you like it is, man. Jesus Christ can't stop me from coming up here. You know what I mean? Because this is mine. My blood is here. My blood is here, so I belong here.
That's right.
You understand? I don't tell them I belong here to sell no drugs and nothing. But I could come up here and do what I need to do, and it's my family. They're going to welcome me because they already know everything I did was for a purpose.
That's a fact.
I helped put this joint on the block. 2 blocks over, 3 blocks over, we got Club 2000. You understand what I'm saying? Then we got 58th Street, then we got 56th Street. I done ran through all that.
59th.
Come on.
60th, 61st.
You know what I mean?
Got blocks,
63rd,
man.
with, you know what I mean? With the homies. Come on, son. I ain't gonna call no name.
On, man.
174 Autobahn, 163 on Broadway.
We
I
should
could
get the system put it
Come
on
on, son.
cars up
152nd and Broadway.
30
Everybody
cars,
know
they got
me,
the
son.
system put up in there.
Yeah, dude, this is
on,
me.
man.
This is fucking me. You know what I mean? But like I said,
cars.
I'm not bragging about what I'm going to, you know what I mean? What I
The
did
streets
yesterday.
brag about us. We don't brag about
And that's it. But this is so that the
You know?
youngins look and they know that I'm qualified to speak. When I speak that shit, because I am that shit.
Right.
If you don't understand that, motherfuck you. You know what I mean? Because I spilled my blood for this, and I done lost a lot of good brothers for this. I lost my brother doing this motherfucking struggle. So if you
right.
niggas
Keep
don't
it rise.
understand this, motherfuck
Humble
you. You know what
Keep
I
it
mean?
rise.
And this is what it is.
Hey, yo,
and
little
that's all.
homies to the block. Y'all want to come on, pull up, man.
You know what I
Let
mean?
them know who block this is, y'all.
I've been locked up since 1993, man. I've been home 35 days.
Since before I was born.
But that's the whole motherfucking point we make. You know what I mean? So we showing them what time it is. That, you know, it's a whole new era.
Right.
You know what I mean? Blacks up here now. Back then, the nigga couldn't come up here unless he was copping.
That's a fact.
You understand what I'm saying? And I didn't like that, so I started robbing.
Right.
You know what I mean? If you getting it and I can't come, I gotta take it.
Right.
Because you telling me you my enemy. Oh, you think I'm your enemy. So if my enemy eating, I gotta get that. Right or wrong, son?
Right. That's how y'all got to ready.
You understand? Am I right or wrong? If my enemy eating and telling me I can't come up here, then that means I gotta take that. Because that means that you telling me it's a war. You understand? So if you want war, nigga, I gotta eat off that war. Because there's something called spoils of war. You know what I mean? After you win the war, you take everything that they got. That's the spoils. That's your reward.
And don't never
Right
let
or wrong?
nobody take your dignity or your gold from you.
You understand what I'm saying? And it feels good to see blacks up here. I'm telling you, back then, blacks couldn't come up here unless they was
Nah,
coming.
they're regulated.
If you wasn't spending money to get high, you couldn't come up here.
Come up here. They're trying to run your
You know what I mean?
ass.
I'm talking about the 70s or early 80s, all the way up to the mid
chase
80s.
your ass
All
up
that
out
shit,
of
I'm talking about 88, even
Right.
back in 88, a black person wasn't coming up here
Hell no.
unless he was copping.
And you ain't
You know what I
cop,
mean?
you had to go.
And you couldn't hang out up here.
Nah. It was a different ball game. See how y'all free to walk up here? We paved the way for y'all to walk.
You understand what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? Because we wasn't having it. Once we came up here, we designed our own fucking recognition up here. Y'all niggas better get the fuck out of here.
You know what I'm saying?
Now we took over this shit. We like Indians.
You know? But they welcome me. Because the fake
Well,
niggas
man.
that was on that didn't want us up here,
That's
they
a
were the
fact.
racist niggas that just come from off the island over
Right.
there. Didn't know no damn better. They didn't
Right.
know we all about money. We get along with the Dominicans.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? But because they felt they was in power, they tried to tell people what to do, but I wasn't. You can't tell me what to do. My name Unique. You know what I mean? Remember that. They said it's the stone.
That's right.
You know what I mean? This same building right here, I jumped off this motherfucker with 4 written. Just so I could come back. Just so I could come back. Because I refused to die. Not without getting mine. This the life of a gangster, nigga. I had life plus 20 and I made it out. They ain't expect me to come out when I'm out so now I can tell my story, let a nigga know what I did. Nigga don't get too many chances to run this whole goddamn city and come back and talk about it.
That's right.
Because they bury you with time. When they got me, a prosecutor said, man, I got a pine box for you, nigga. You never coming out. They killed my brother 2 weeks after that. They said, I got 2 pine boxes, one for you and one for your brother. You know what I mean? My brother was on the run. He ain't get caught yet. You know what I mean? 2 weeks later, they caught me and they had me handcuffed and chained and shackled to the desk and threw 8x10s of my brother with his brains blown out. And told me the Fox Hunt is over. That's 1 pine box. We got yours waiting on you. And I said, nah, nigga, you got the wrong nigga. Take me back to my cage. You know what I mean? And I went to Lewisburg, tore that joint up, went to ADX, you know what I mean? Laid down, got my shit together, learned how to read and write, and I did the law, and I got out, and now I'm standing here right now trying to help young brothers like you know that this shit ain't about bragging. But this is what I did, so you know when I speak, it's for real. Because you ain't gonna meet too many niggas that done did it for real. So nigga ain't trying to tell you to sell no drugs, do none of that. Nigga ain't bragging about what he did, nigga just talking about what he did. Because it's just a fact. You understand? But those sucker niggas gonna look at it and say, oh, he talking about he done shot and got shot and did this and did that. Bitch, nigga, that's what I did. You know what I mean? And that's what it is. So if a bitch nigga don't understand that, go read the book and dream about being unique, nigga. Go become a rapper and rap about unique. You know what I mean? When I let the homies in the jail read this in the federal prison, they equated this to the Bible of the streets. You understand what I'm saying? Because there's facts in here. And I didn't get sentenced to 27 years. I got sentenced to die in prison.
Die. To die.
And I just continue to fight until I work my way out the prison the right way. So now I'm standing here telling you, it ain't worth it to go selling no drugs, gang bang, none of that. But if you want to do that, know that if you get caught, shut the fuck up. It ain't that hard. If you want to keep doing it and you get caught, just know to shut the fuck up.
Niggas are getting.
You know what I mean? If you want to do it, alhamdulillah. I mean, you know, I gotta respect your choices in life, but there's everybody. You know what I mean? There's uniques, there's gangsters, there's men, there's you, there's everybody. But it's your choice. If you choose to do it, it's on you. Just like niggas ask me what I think about a nigga that told. I don't think a motherfucking thing about a nigga that told. Cause I ain't got no energy to put in that. That's not my motherfucking business. Cause I'm not gonna do nothing with the nigga for the nigga to tell on me. You understand what I'm saying? He gotta worry about his own demons when he lays his head down. I got my own demons at night. You know what I mean? Like that 357 Magnum pointed at me with the 4 bullets jumping out and hitting me in my ass. You know what I mean? When I had to jump off, those are my demons. And them demons is heavy.
This building right here.
You understand what I'm saying? Them demons is heavy. Those are real
I'm gonna
demons.
tell y'all something.
So what the fuck I look like putting my motherfucking mind into what another nigga told on Jenny Barber? You knew that nigga was gonna tell. Because I'm sure the nigga showed you signs of weakness. It's up to you if you didn't want to take it. But a nigga gonna show you signs of weakness. Especially if you with him every day, because the nigga real true self is gonna come out, right or wrong. You understand? You understand? This nigga can't fake for long, fuck ever. How many niggas you met, you thought they was official within 3 days, you say this nigga a bitch, oh, to smack this shit out. You know what I mean? How many bitches you done met? I mean, for real, son, am I keeping it real or what? You understand? It don't take long to see a nigga a bitch. But then a nigga done fast talk to you and told you, man, no, you ain't gotta smack this shit out of me, I know I'm a hoe, but just let me hang with you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like a fool, we let them hang with us.
Right.
You know, then now they don't infiltrate us and see what's going on, and when the police come grab us, they don't know how to shut the fuck up. You understand? Those are the ones that you tell, man, just shut the fuck up and get the fuck out the lane. You know what I mean? If you ain't trying to go to jail and do 26 years, shut the fuck up and get out the lane. It ain't that hard. If you think you can do 26 years or you willing to die in prison, you know what I mean? When you get caught for your actions, then that's it. Go on. Alhamdulillah. But I'm telling you it ain't worth it because I just did it.
Tell you something.
You see, he's 26. So
See? Look.
Oh, y'all look at that.
That's what I'm saying.
I've been locked up 26 and a half years. So y'all was just, y'all was just a thought in your daddy nutsack when I got locked up. But a beautiful thought. You know what I mean? A beautiful thought. You know what I mean? Nah, I'm just keeping it real, son. I've been locked since 93. When was you born? 93, 94. 99?
Oh, wow.
Get the fuck out of here.
See?
When you was born? When you was born, son? When you was born, homie? Oh, no, I like, nah, he talking about he can't remember. No, he don't want to say he a youngin'. You got to be proud to be young. And be proud. You getting the jewels from me so that you don't wind down the path I run. 26 fucking years I sat in prison, man. Because nobody told me what the fuck I'm telling you.
That's right.
26 years I was in prison because nobody told me what I'm telling you.
Never preached to me.
Because how you feel? How you feel? Bobby get caught, he bring your name, your name.
That's OD. That's
And now they come knock on your motherfucking door. So I'm giving it like it is.
And they got
the whole
me.
team.
You understand what I'm saying? But that's what niggas do.
That's a fact.
I done been with kingpins that brought down their whole crew. And niggas talk, oh, you ain't mad at that nigga? For what? His crew know he was a bitch.
Right.
You know what I mean? What the fuck you want to do?
Shut the fuck up.
You know what I mean? So I mean, if a nigga do what he do, that's on him. He just worrying about himself, that's on him. I'm not mad at nobody. You know what I mean? You do what you do. You know, I'm gonna do what I do. I was willing to die in prison. I laid down for 26 and 40. I didn't have a 26-year sentence. I had a life with no parole sentence.
I knew God was gonna bring him home. I kept telling him on the phone.
And I fought the whole time. My man helped me there. I said, yo, you come and keep fighting.
I said, yo, keep fighting.
But that's what men do. I could have brought him in. I could have brought a bunch of niggas in.
I said, God gonna bring you home.
You understand what I'm saying? But the whole Harlem stayed on the street and I ain't bring nobody in. The dumb niggas that got caught, they told.
Only God could judge you.
And if they wouldn't have told, I wouldn't have went to jail and they wouldn't have went to jail.
Right.
That's how serious this shit is. They never have nothing until we tell on ourselves.
That's a big fact.
You know what I mean? And the prosecutor, when the lawyer try to tell the prosecutor, yo, but why is how could you get somebody that got a record that's a criminal and a killer to testify and now you say his word is good?
Right.
They say because if you want shit, You got to go into shit to get shit.
There you go.
You know what I mean? So that piece of shit that's a killer and all of that.
Right.
You know what I mean? He ran with this other piece of shit. That was a killer. So I had to go get shit to go get locked shit up. And that's how they get away with a nigga lie and say what they want to say. This is it, man. You know, I got the little homies here. They're from downtown Harlem. They're up here in Washington Heights. So, I mean, I feel good that I was able to pave the way, that here it is 30, 40 years later. We got blacks up here walking around like it's nothing. And ain't buying drugs. You know what I mean? Go back then, if you wasn't buying drugs, you wasn't allowed to walk through this motherfucker, man. That's how serious this was. You know that. I know you heard about that. You know what I mean? If you wasn't buying drugs, you wasn't allowed to walk through this motherfucker. I feel like I'm responsible for that. You know what I mean?
That's right.
So I'm just letting y'all know, man, y'all welcome up here anytime on the strength of me and the blood that I spill, because that's for all of us. All right? All right, love family. You know? All right? Hey, and y'all scared to tell you, hey, I know you niggas. Ain't nothing wrong with it. I wish I had somebody tell me this shit when I was your age. They would have saved me 26 years.
Nah, that's a fact. I see what you mean.
You know what I mean? I'm telling you like it is.